never been invited to before. You know, recently I got invited to my uncle's wedding. Never knew me before this. And before that, I got invited to an event in New York called the Met Gala, right? A very prestigious event, yeah, where 500 people are gathered together, different personalities from all walks of life come together, you know, actors, singers, painters, musicians, everyone. And you spend a night dressed very nicely, looking at history and art. Just walk around, smiling, looking sophisticated. Yeah, and it's so exclusive that they tell you exactly what you're going to be wearing at the event, right? So they're not dress code, exactly what you wear. So I got phoned. They said, Trevor, we'd like to invite you to the Met Gala. I was like, wow, okay. And they said, and you will be wearing a Ralph Lauren suit. And I was like, well, okay, how much is Ralph Lauren? But they were like, no, we provided for you. Ralph Lauren is going to be giving you the suit. And I was like, wow, I get to go to the Ralph Lauren store and pick up a suit for myself. They're like, no, the man, Ralph Lauren, is going to give you a suit. Do you know how mind-blowing that is? To meet the man whose name is on your clothing. That was just crazy. Like, that's never happened to me. I've never had the opportunity to meet the person whose name is on my clothing. I've never had the chance to say, pleasure to meet you, Mr. Price. Like, this is a new world for me. Here I am wearing his suit, invited to the Met Gala. And they tell you it's going to be a fun affair, you're going to have a great time. You get there, you eat with some people, you talk, you laugh, you walk the red carpet, which sounds like fun. You know, red carpets sound like fun. Walk down a carpet, people take pictures of you. Yeah, it's a lot more stress than it seems. Because you have to look perfect. I didn't know this. Like, you have to look perfect all the time. So, and they're so strict about it that they have a tent at the beginning of the red carpet that you don't see on TV. And in that tent, they prepare everybody. All the celebrities stand in the tent together, and then they make sure everyone's dress is perfect, everyone's hair, nothing is crumpled up, nothing, you know, and you stand there, and everyone's there together, which is really cool because you see all the celebrities like getting dressed basically, and you know everyone. They don't know you, but you know all of them. So like you're there, you're just looking at people, and people are very nice. You're like, hey, how are you? It's like, oh, hi, I'm Trevor. Trevor, nice to meet you. It's like, oh, Beyonce. And you're like, yeah. Come on. Yeah, I know you from my bedroom wall. I know you. But you can't say that. You can't say, you see, because you got to look cool. You know, you got to look like you belong. So now you're meeting people that you know, but you got to act like you don't know them, which makes you look like a jackass. Because now I'm there like, Trevor, who? Oh, Beyonce? Beyonce? Did I say it? Beyonce? Nice to meet you, Beyonce. Pleasure. Oh, and this? Oh, yeah. Oh, Jay-Z. Nice to meet you, sir. Yes. You just look like an idiot. So I'm standing there getting ready with everyone. And then there's a guy who basically tells each person to walk out one at a time. Each celebrity, you walk out onto the red carpet. And there's 3 stations on the red carpet. When you walk out, the first section is American photographers. They take pictures for all of their magazines and newspapers. When they're done with you, you move down to the second section. That's the European photographers. They do the same thing for their magazines. And then you move to the last section, Asian photographers, Japan, China, that region. They take pictures, and then you walk into the event. So you walk to each one. They tell you to smile. Don't smile too much. Closes your eyes. Don't not smile. Makes you look angry. And pose with your body and your head. Pose body and head. Because some people make a mistake and then turn. Don't do that. Turn everything at the same time. Everything. So I'm ready. I'm like, I can do this. You know, so I'm in the tent with all the celebrities, and the guy's calling people out, lets them out one by one, because they don't want 2 people in the same shot. They don't want Beyonce there and then me in the background, like, you know? So the guy's like, okay, we're ready, guys. Look, we're ready. Rihanna, let's get Rihanna out. Rihanna, come on. How are you? Good to see you. Come on through. And so Rihanna walks out, you know. Anne Hathaway. Anne, how are you? Come on, Anne. Good to see you. Go on. Yeah. And then it's my turn. The guy's like, you. Yeah, you. Come on, let's go. Come on. I'm like, me, okay, me. He's like, you ready? I was like, I'm ready. He's like, okay, go on. And I stepped out, and immediately when I got out, I realized I wasn't ready. I was not ready at all. I've never seen that many flashes in my entire life. You step out, and it seems like every camera in the world is flashing at the same time. All of them screaming. It's like, it's just bright. It looks like someone threw a teaspoon in a microwave. It's going crazy. It's like, and everyone's screaming your name. Trevor, over here. Trevor. Now you're trying to find them. You look like a madman with voices in your head. Trevor. You're like, yeah, speak to me, Jesus. You're trying to fight. You don't know where the thing is coming from. You're like, come on, Trevor. And then one guy throws me off in the middle of it. He's like, Trevor, give us a pose. And I'm like, a pose? He's like, yeah, a pose. I'm like, nah, I don't know how to pose. I've never thought of posing. No one told me. So now, like, I don't know what posing is. I've never practiced posing. And then the guy's pose. I'm like, I don't know what's a pose? He's like, come on, something sexy. I'm like, sexy? I don't even know what's it, because I've never practiced. And when I read magazines, I go straight to the women's section. Like, I don't look at the men. I don't see how they posing. I look at J-Lo and Kim Kardashian. So he's like, sexy. I'm like, sexy. So I just go to what I know. I'm just standing there. Like, I was like, what the hell? Okay, stop that. Okay, that's good. Okay, go on. Good job. I was like, okay, that was stressful. So I moved down to the European section. You know, I'm getting there. I'm still stressed. The bright lights have got my eyes going. The next guys are there like, okay, Trevor, are you ready? I'm like, I'm ready. He's like, okay, all right, over here, Trevor. Some guys didn't know my name, though. I could hear that. Because one guy said Trevor, another guy said Trevor, then other guys were just like, Trevor. Yeah. But it's sort of like with a dog. Like, a dog doesn't really know its name. Like, if your dog's name's Spotty and you go, Spotty, it's like, huh? So I did the same thing. So, you know, they were like, Trevor. I'm sure there was one guy who hated me and he was like, never! And I was like, I didn't care. I was in the mix. I was posing. I was sexy. I was doing my thing. I was loving it. And the guy's like, okay, good job. Go on. And I walked down and I went to the Asian section. And I stood there and all the photographers were ready. And then they just looked at me. It was... I don't think you guys... Like... It was the weirdest, because it was like flashing, snapping, flashing, screaming, flashing, snapping, screaming, flashing, snapping, silence. I got there, and they just looked at me. And then they looked at each other, and they looked back at me. They looked at me the way you look at food that's just arrived at your table, but no one has ordered it. That's the way they looked at me. Like they were waiting for the menu, like for the waiter to come and be like, sorry, we didn't order. Did you order? Who ordered? No, we didn't order this. We ordered celebrities. We don't know what that is. No, we don't know. We didn't order. That's how they're looking at. Now I'm standing there. I'm already posing because I've been taught to do. Now I'm there doing my, nothing's getting them. Even these ones, nothing's working. They're just looking at me. And then, I don't know why, like I panicked because I was embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie, I was embarrassed. No one's taking a picture. No one told me what to do if they don't take a picture. So instead of just walking away, I started making the sounds with my mouth. Just a defense mechanism, I guess. So I panicked, and then in the silence, I was just like, Trevor. And now they're just looking at me like, Trevor, good job. And I was like, wow.
Hey there, thanks for watching. Now, all I need you to do is click on that little circle on your screen. Yeah, that one. Oh, yeah, just like that. Hold on. Yeah, click. Nice.
In America, in your airports, that's when you know this place is different. Because American airports, unlike airports everywhere in the world, which have a certain level of joy and just all around happiness, American airports, they're like concentration camps, it's just, you know? It's just people walking barefoot in single file. Oh, it's no joke. There's even signs that say, no jokes. You know, and you're like, really? It's just insane. You walk through those airports and you have to do things in American airports you don't do anywhere else in the world, you know? Like you have to take your shoes off. Your shoes come off. And you don't know this as a foreigner, but they don't care. They're like, yo, take your shoes off. I'm like, my what? Your shoes, take them off. I'm like, why? For safety, sir. I'm like, I'm keeping them on for your safety, my friend. You don't do it anywhere else. But then you come out here, you have to take off your shoes and you have to take your jacket off to walk through the metal detector. And they are mean about it. They will shout to you. They're like, you, take it off. And you don't know what to take off. You don't take it off anywhere else, so you don't know what to take off. So you're like, you, take it off. Take what off? Take it off, sir. Take what off? Take it off now. What? Your clothes. Take them. My clothes? And now you're standing there, this man shouting at you, telling you to take your clothes off. You feel like a child in a Catholic church. It's horrible. It's just, you're standing there. I mean, I understand the need for security, But they don't need to shout at you. At least, if they tried to be nice, maybe if they chanted instead of shouting, instead of take it off, if they were like, take it off, you'd be like, yeah, woo, security, safe and sexy. They don't. This is a harrowing experience as you come in. And the worst is when you have to go through passport control. Oh, as Americans, you don't feel the pain, but as a foreigner, it's a whole different game. As Americans, you walk through to the U.S. citizens line, and they welcome you back like you on some secret mission. You're just like, welcome home, sir. When you're a foreigner, you have to wait in a super long line, and then they tease you. The line goes right to the front, and then it comes back, and and you finally get there, and you have to wait for that, and they're standing there, and the guys are like, sir, come on, sir, step forward, step forward, sir, step forward, forward, back, behind the line, sir, back, get back, sir, get back. It's a stress. You're standing there, and now you have to answer questions. Horrible, like you don't understand. It's the stress, You're standing there, and you don't want to get any of the questions wrong, because just like school, they'll send you back. So you stand there, and you have to answer them into a microphone that's placed strategically low, almost so that you have to bow to the American as you answer every question of his. I ask you these questions you feel like you know the answers to, but when you're there, I just handed the man my passport, to which he replied, "Is this you?" Never before have I felt so much pressure to look like myself. I was like, I was younger then. It's horrible. And then he starts rattling them off. It's your first time in the United States of America, sir? Yes. Your first time, sir, is that correct? Yes. Sir, what is the duration of your visit out here? I'm going to be here for 6 months. 6 months, sir? Is that correct? Yes. Sir, what is the purpose of your visit in the United States of America? I'm here for holiday. Holiday, sir? Yes. Which one? My one. Could you elaborate, sir? Holiday. Yeah, what do you mean holiday, sir? Like holiday, like woo, woo, woo. Yeah, holiday. Woo.